Ladies, we're here tonight on the show. Let me make sure the sound is working here. Alright. What the fuck's happening? Let me make sure the sound is. What the hell is happening? Alright, let me make sure the sound is working. What the hell? Ladies! Alright, sound is working. Alright, so I am here tonight to do San Francisco's preview. Look, I know a lot of people say San Francisco's a very talented team, especially defensively. You know, with guys like, Nick Bosa. They got B Ford from San Francisco, from Kansas City. You know, they have a very good front seven. Possibly, they got Sherman back there on the secondary. But I think there's still a lot of questions. There's either a young, good, talented football team. What's that guy's name? The running back, Matt Breida. They got him. They got some nice weapons. I saw that game last year versus Green Bay, that Monday Night Football game where they almost beat them, and that was with, I believe, C.J. Bedford, who sucks ass, and they almost beat Green Bay. So they're good, and I believe that game was at Lambeau Field. So they did catch my eyes. That defense caught my eye. Matt Breida, I believe the running back, caught my eye. Some of the wide receivers caught my eye, but I feel like they're still young, they're still unproven, as far as a contender, a playoff contender. And everybody talks about Carson Wentz getting hurt. Jimmy Garoppolo has also always been hurt. Remember, he was supposed to play the 4 games for Tom Brady a few years ago, and he only in the second game he got hurt. He couldn't even finish that. Then last year he tears his ACL. The year before that, he only played 5 games. That wasn't his fault. He was the backup in New England for the whole season, and then he got traded to San Francisco, which he started the last 5 games for them. But he's never played a full season. Like I said, back in 2016, 2017, whenever the hell it was, he literally only had to play the 4 games for Tom Brady's suspension, and at the second game he got hurt. And then last year was supposed to be his first full season. He teared his ACL. It's the same thing as Carson Wentz, and he got paid. I believe he got paid more than $100 million, and same thing, he's been hurt. The New England Angel, a lot of people don't even talk about it, but he was only supposed to play 4 games, and he got hurt. And then last year, the ACL. So this is another guy who could be injury prone. We don't even know how good he is. At least Carson Wentz gave us a 2017 season where he threw 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He gave us a flash of what he could be when healthy. Jimmy Garoppolo hasn't even given us any flashes, other than maybe those 5 games back in 2018 where he finished the season with San Francisco, but he's never yet to play a full season. So it's like a team that I think is very talented. I think they could completely overachieve, but I can't trust them. I cannot. Let's look over the schedule. I'm going to say somewhere from 3 to 5 wins. I can't trust a team with a quarterback who has never played a full season and is coming off a teared ACL and he's unproven. Let me look at their schedule. First versus Tampa Bay. That could be a win. It's a 50-50 game. It's a Tampa Bay, 2 young football teams. I think that's going to be a good game right there. It's a 50-50 game. They can either win or lose that game. Then they got Cincinnati. Look, I think if they're as good as advertised, even though they're young, I think they can go on the road and beat Cincinnati week 2. Then they got Pittsburgh at home. Could they? I don't think so. I think Pittsburgh's still too good for them. Who knows? We'll see. Cleveland at home. If Cleveland is as good as advertised, they need to win that game against a young football team in San Francisco on the road. The Rams, that'll probably be a loss down in Los Angeles. Washington, that could be a win. Another similar matchup to the Tampa Bay. 2 young football teams trying to go up on the rise. Then they got Carolina coming in. Carolina's going to do anything this year. They got to win that game. They got a lot of 50-50 games where they can either win or lose. I'm seeing that. They got Arizona. They're capable of going all over there to Arizona and beating them. Then they got Seattle. If they're going to do anything, they got to beat Seattle at home. They got Arizona. I think they'll beat Arizona at home. Then they got the Packers. They almost beat the Packers last year, so who knows? Like I said, they can completely overachieve. That's another 50-50 game. Then they got the Raiders. That probably a loss. Late in the year, cold weather. Up in Baltimore, that'll probably be a loss. Then they got the Saints at the Saints, that'll probably be a loss. They got Atlanta coming in. I don't know. I think that'll be a loss. Then they got the Rams coming in. That'll probably be a loss, but that can be your measuring stick late in the year. It's all the way until December 22. Maybe that's, if you're out of the playoffs, that can be your measuring stick for next year to see how much you improve throughout the season. And then you finish versus Seattle, at Seattle. That could be a loss because that's another 50-50 game, but I would think Seattle might need that game at that point a lot more in Week 17. I don't know. There's a lot of 50-50 games that they can either win or lose. There's a lot. There's a lot of games they can either win or lose, but Jimmy Garoppolo, to me, is unproven. He's never played a full season. The most he's ever played in a season is 5 games. I can't put my money on a guy who was only supposed to have a 4-game season when Tom Brady got suspended, only played 4 games, and he still couldn't do that. Last year, turned his ACL. His only flashes were those 5 games back in 2018. Other than that, the guy hasn't really done anything. I'm sorry. But I can't put my money on a guy who's never played a full season. I just can't. At least Carson Wentz gave you in 2017, he played what was it? 13 games? And he got 33 touchdowns. At least he's got that. This guy doesn't even have that. He doesn't even have, this is what he possibly could be. He doesn't even have that. But, I don't know. I don't think the 5 games in 2018 is enough for me, at least. But anyways, I'm out like a light. Have a good night. 3-5, but I think they can completely do better. I just can't trust them right now. But I think I would not be surprised if they do better because they have a good defense, especially the front 7. Otherwise, I'm out like a light.